there is a guy.
Yeah. Take our jackets off if you want. Yeah, this actually you're right. When is the last time we had two guys in suits? Anyway. Yeah. All right. So as we batten up the hatches, bring the lights down just a wee bit. Take a deep breath together. Just sigh it out, surrendering to the sweetness of this eternal now moment as we come together for our call to service, which we call lighting the flames of faith. And as we know, we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. So as Agneta lights the first candle, it's to honor the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. The third candle we light for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. The fourth candle we light for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. The fifth candle we light for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. The 10th candle we light for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the place we hold for them here at our center. And as Agneta lights a healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experience the healing flame of God's eternal love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and I see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only
And as I feel that love, I know that this love is the utmost of love. There's nothing so huge as this love. This love fills my heart, fills my soul, fills my whole being, and fills my whole energy around me. Because I know, for me and for you, that this love is what we are made of. This love is who we are. And I call this love God, Spirit, universal intelligence, whatever you like to call it. That is what it is. This is the stuff that everything is made of. And I love it, and I embrace it, and I am it. And as I allow myself to be the light of the world, to shine with this light, to shine with this love, I know the same for you. That we go out and say, yes, I can. Yes, I I am willing. Yes, I am ready. I open up and I am ready. So I embrace good fortune. I embrace prosperity in every aspect of life. I embrace wonderful health. I embrace love to the utmost. And I embrace wonderful relationships and creative outlets. Because I am alive and I say yes to life. So as I say yes to life, I say yes to God. I say thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to express as you. Thank you for me, allowing me for be in God, as God. And walk the walk, be your hands and feet. I am so enamored. I am so in love. And I let that love go out to each and every person here, and each and every person that we know, spreading over the globe, knowing that there is only love in the universe. So thank you, God. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I release my word into this beautiful love, this beautiful light, this beautiful law that only knows to make everything happen right here and right now. I release it, I let it go, and please affirm this with me by saying, so it is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to any new people, and a special welcome to Dr. John Waterhouse, who's here, and you can just love his message today. But before we let him loose up here, I'm going to talk a little about something. Actually, I call my talk, I am ready, and thank you is my prayer. Because I just came back from Sweden, and it's funny because the last 2 months I've been singing one of Daniel Nahmoth's songs that talks about I am ready for the next thing to do, right? And I had no idea what was going to come in Sweden. Because all of a sudden I was being asked to speak at the little prayer house, the little church, that both my grandfathers were helping to, they were building it. And my paternal grandfather, he also preached there. So this was so sweet, because it was like coming full circle. And I loved it, and I was so tickled pink when I was asked to speak, and I thought, ooh, what should I talk about, you know? And I thought, okay, I'm going to have to tone it down a little because it's majorly Lutheran, right? I grew up Lutheran. And so I thought, all right, I'm going to tone it down, but I'm going to bring through the message. So that afternoon we went there, my 2 aunts and my mom and I, to set up because there was going to be an auction afterwards too. And I said to my older aunt, I said, so I'm thinking about talking about oneness and how we here at the center, we light a candle for each and every religion, and it is inclusive, not exclusive. She hit the roof. Other religions! And I thought, oh my, I think I have to pare it down. And the funny thing was, I hadn't written it yet. My mom kept asking me, don't you usually write out your talks? And I said, yes, I usually do. But I said, I don't know what it is I'm supposed to talk about yet. And once she reacted like that, I knew I had to, hone it down even more. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to tell them about my story, how it happened for me, because no one can say anything about that, right? So I started with gratitude, because it had just been tacksägelsedagen, Thanksgiving Day, but it's not like your Thanksgiving Day here. It's a little different, but it's a day we say thank you. So I wanted to say thank you. And I was talking about that, and talking about what Meister Eckhart said, that if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, that will be enough, or that will suffice. So I talked about that, and how I was grateful for coming from Sunday school in Sweden, and then shunning it, and saying, no, this is not for me, and then coming over here and realizing, wow, there is this power in the universe, this God, this love, this light, and it works through me, and I am part of it, and I can live this life in joy and gratitude, and I can be a part of spreading this joy. So anyway, so I talked about that, and I talked about thank you, thank you, thank you, and also in the end I had them pray the thank you prayer with me. Just thank you, just believing in it and knowing that thank you is enough. And all the way in the back in the prayer house sat the old preacher. I love him. He's sweet and wonderful, and he's been there through my family's many ups and downs in life, with funerals and with marriages and all those things, right? So So when I saw him sitting there, I thought, oh, this will be interesting. So after the little talk, I went up to him and I said, so did I shock everybody now? Did I shock you guys? And he said, you know, he's 80 and he's like, well, I've heard a lot of things in my life. And he left it at that. And I thought, okay. So then what was so neat was my mom was so excited. I told her a little about this, and she's so excited, and she loved it, and she was sitting in the back crying, and it was just sweet to share. And then one of my friends was there, and she gave me a gift because the day after was my birthday. So the day after I opened my gift, and there was a cute little angel. And when I looked at the angel, the name of the angel is, and you're going to love this because God is so cute. Thank you. So there it is, only one mine. And then I'm just going to finish with saying that the other thing that I was honored by doing is I got to do an internment for my brother-in-law's mother. And I've known her since I was 6 and love her dearly. So I called Reverend Mike. He faxed over 16 pages on how to do memorial service. And I read it through, and then I just did what felt right. And was I perfect? No, but it was perfect. And I loved it, and it was outside in 28 degrees at the beautiful cemetery with a river in the background and the birch trees and the old church, and it was perfect. So the more I grow, the more I know, and the happier I get. That's my message today. And like a wise woman said in Sweden, many say they believe that they know. I say that I know that I believe. Thank you.